Yeah, anytime you have a chance to play in front of your home fans, and I want to shout out the students. They showed up for an exhibition game on a Friday night. You want to perform better, and you want to lead with a W, but this is why we scheduled the game. We know a lot more about our team than we did 2.5 hours ago, and Cincinnati was able to expose some things that we didn't know if they were going to be weaknesses or not. And so very happy that they came up here to play, and we were able to learn probably more about our team than we thought we would going into it.
Tony?
Yeah, just an overall assessment. What do you think you learned, and how much did who was not available sort of affect some of the rebounding things and things like that?
Yeah, that's where the game is different every night, and I was optimistic that we would simply look around and realize we're playing a big, strong team, and we were going to set the tone early, and the opposite happened where they 3 of their first 4 baskets, if I remember correctly, were on the offensive glass, and that sets a different tone than you want. And our vets have to do a better job of establishing that mindset early that we're going to get hits, we're going to find the ball, and then get out in the open floor. We played against a set defense a lot in the first half, and our lineups were a little bit we never practiced with some of those lineups before. But yeah, we didn't start the game like we needed to as far as the discipline piece of the game.
And then if you could just speak to the difference between Yakel in the first half and the second half.
Yeah, Yakel was he was anxious to play in front of our fans in a Michigan uniform, but I think we saw glimpses of what he's capable of. He's a unique talent. I think that he left some stuff on the floor that he's capable of. Even with 12 rebounds, I think there's going to be nights when he gets 18 or 20 if he's really locked in. So our standards for him are extremely high. But yeah, I think all of our fans saw what he's capable of, and we've got to continue to find different ways for him to be successful.
Coach on your left with Drew.
Coach, first look at Cadell running the offense in a game time situation. What did you see from him, both good and bad?
Well, Cadell, I think he finds guys, and even in the first half, I thought he created, with his court vision, with his speed, I thought he created some good open looks. We didn't knock them down. But yeah, I thought he managed the game well. Probably too many fouls slapping down, if we want to be nitpicky, but I was happy with the way Elliott played. I thought he ran our team like a good floor general.
Kellen?
Part of that big comeback in the second half were some big 3-point buckets from both Will Cheddar and Winters Grady. Will Cheddar's a guy who's done it before on the college basketball level. Winters Grady, a freshman in his first ever college basketball action. How big was it for them seeing those shots going in as part of, in-game action tonight?
Yeah, hopefully it's big. Will's proven time and time again that if we can find a way to get him some clean looks, he's going to make a good percentage of them. We've got to add some stuff. We don't really have much in as far as special situations and nuanced plays, but he's proven time and time again if you can get him looks, he's going to knock it down. I thought Elliott created some of those against their ball screen coverage, and we were able to punish their big lineup for a couple minutes with that shooting lineup that we had. So we've got some good data on some of these groups, as and especially as Adai and Morez work their way back in. We're going to need some of these different lineups to hold it in the road or bring something to the table in a positive manner later on in the season. So I think we accomplished that.
Andrew?
Dusty, what can you tell us about the injuries to Adai and Morez, and if there is any sort of timeline?
I don't want to speak for those guys, but Adai's been working out, doing court workouts and practicing a little bit, so he's not far off. Morez seems like he's working in the right direction as well, so we're optimistic we'll have both of those guys in the near future.
And then, I know it's a whole new team, but the turnovers obviously were an issue last year, so to see it again tonight, was it something you saw in practice that could be exposed?
I think I've been, I don't like trick questions. I think I've been very clear. We haven't turned it over in practice, and I, like you, are very disappointed in our turnovers tonight as well. So have I not been very clear that we haven't done that in practice? All right, thanks, guys.
Anthony?
I'll be very transparent.
Trey McKinney was 0 for 7 tonight. Seemed maybe just a bit slow here and there, but what do you make of him through the lead up to the season and what you saw tonight?
He's played great in practice. He's been extremely consistent. His care factor is extremely high. He wants to do well. He puts in the work. This is his first college game, and someone that puts as much into it as he does, sometimes you might try too hard. I don't want to speak for Trey, but this definitely doesn't dampen how we feel about Trey McKinney. He's gonna have a really good season, and we believe in him. But I do think, once again, this is why you play this game, so he can line up against a extremely athletic, tough older player like their guards are, and so this is a good learning experience for him, like it is for all of our freshmen.
On your right with Zach.
In an exhibition game like this, especially kind of like low stakes, but also just a lot of fouls, how do you think, like, what are the pros and cons to having the game stop pretty often because of those?
Well, it was choppy, obviously. I was actually pleased that we made as many free throws as we did. I thought we shot it well from the line, and it's another thing in practice you never can tell. We've shot it well at the line in 5-on-5 live play. A lot of times we don't always shoot them because we're trying to get to our conditioning and whatnot, and play more in the flow. But yeah, it was a choppy game. I think both teams were fouling a lot. That's there were very few fouls, and I thought, man, that just wasn't a foul. I thought both teams were fouling, and both teams shot pretty well. Cincinnati gave us a window late, but I'm very, very happy with the way we shot free throws.
Coach in the back with Brandon.
Yakel can do so many things, but actually finished with no assists tonight. I just wonder if that's typical. I mean, are you looking for more playmaking from him? Just how does that normally look, or what are you looking for there?
Yeah, no, actually, he's typically one of our best passers. He sprays it around, but I also thought Cincinnati did a nice job with him. We didn't run a lot of ball screens for him. We did late, and he got a reject and got a layup. And so I give Cincinnati their defense. They pushed us off our spots. They had us discombobulated, and once we were able to get some stops on ourselves, we were able to score in transition to find a little bit of rhythm.
Coach, that's gonna do it.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.